is dying. A decade ago, the first great wars had spread blood throughout the lands. The mounting clans were slaughtered. Half of their realm fled behind their great runic portal. The others driven mad out of fear of the Ragnarok. For in their dreams, they saw their own dark fate. The Empire was governed by a feeble monarch. He mourned the loss of his beloved queen and heir. The children of the Empire sing death songs. An empire without an heir could only portend chaos.
My god, wasn't that just a little bit amazing? Hello and welcome to another playthrough. This one we are going to play Disciples 2. And while this game is not extremely challenging, actually, I would actually call this game mediocre on the gameplay part, at least, I mean for the time, it was even then mediocre. Right now it's kind of like meh, when compared to other turn-based strategy titles people have come up with. But for the time this was pretty cool to play, just because of the atmosphere and everything. Now, I have simply fond memories of how the game plays, I like the atmosphere, etc. So I just wanted to share this game with you guys, because recently I bought Disciples 3, which was developed by a different company, and it turned out to be shit, so I just have to show it's a good game. Because I was so hyped, oh my god, there's Disciples 3, but actually it's not very good. Like, if this game is, what's going for this game is the narration, the story, the atmosphere, even the pixely graphics. For the second game, there's not even that. It's simply meh. I have better games to play. So this is more like a chillax, if I can say so, playthrough of the game. We're simply playing to relax, enjoy the story. If you know, dark gothic stories can be enjoyed, at least I enjoy them. I don't know if I will play all the campaigns, because this game is actually quite big, even if there's not much gameplay. And we are playing the Dark Prophecy campaign of the Human Empire. Now, this game is not very difficult, but the things that change when you change the difficulty is the AI doesn't get smarter. It just gets more richer and throws more shit at you. So what you end up doing is just sitting in cities and basically waiting for AI to attack you, and not doing much until you just grind out his armies. So I think for the purpose of this playthrough I'm just playing on average difficulty, because if I play on easy it will just be too boring for me, and probably for you too. But if I play on hard or very hard, it will just be... It will not be challenge, it will simply be grind. There will be nothing challenging there. Now I can choose between 3 Lord classes. The Warrior Lord is very self-explanatory. You can your units will regenerate 50% of their damage each day. Well, the damage they have sustained. No, 15% of total hit points they have. I think the game has not clarified this very well. You can play as Mage Lord. You can research all the spells at half the cost, and spells can be cost twice per day. If you don't play as a Mage Lord, then spells are still okay, but spells are very expensive, and you at most can cast like one level 2 spell per day after you get yourself going. If you play Mage Lord, you can actually use spells more extensively. And third, my least favorite, and actually it's the least useful in my opinion, class is the Guildmaster. Like the warrior, he has his spell research limited to the 4th level, but there's a special unit you can hire named Thief, and if you play as Guildmaster, it performs more actions, and the cities for Guildmaster cost 50 less gold to grow. So while I think it's the least useful, you can actually be more effective with Guildmaster, at least at the beginning of the game, if you play on harder difficulties, because you simply can fortify all the cities you take and just grind out your opponent's armies. Now, the bad thing I don't like about all this is that whichever lord you pick determines what game class your main hero is going to start. For example, if I start as warrior lord, I will be my main hero, like like in Heroes of Might and Magic and games like that. This game also has that. Will be a warrior type, mage type, ranger type. For some reason, ranger type is, in some magic ways, ranger type is tied with guilds, as it turns out. Instead of making some kind of thief hero that could be awesome, they just slapped on ranger on him. Now obviously I will be Lord Red, and I think warrior is the most straightforward to play, the easiest to control, and it gets pretty powerful in the late game. But I think the Mage Lord might be the most powerful, but I haven't played Mage Lord very much. Now, sorry for talking your ears off, I simply wanted to get this out of my chest.
More than a decade has passed since the first great wars ended. When infernal beasts and demons poured forth from the ground, the human empire did their best to resist the unholy onslaught. Alas, the beloved queen was killed, and Uther, the sole heir, disappeared from the realm. The combined forces of the empire and mountain clans with the retrieved runic wisdom sealed the infernal rift before the accursed one could arise. The menace posed by the undead hordes came to an end with the beheading of the dwarven High King Sturmir. Mortis's vengeance accomplished, her minions fell lifelessly to the ground. Their languid voices echoed with no answer. Bards feared to weave tales of the suffering brought by the first great wars. Stories of these terrible events traveled only on witches' winds. Ten long years had passed since the first great wars, leaving Nevandar in a state of chaos and devastation. The Emperor Demosthene secluded himself in his stronghold, his spirits dimmed by the loss of his queen and their only son, the beloved Uther. Grand Councillor Hubert de Lely was rumored to be the true power behind the throne. Hubert had indeed taken advantage of the sorrowful king's growing isolation. Although he claimed Nevandar was in good health, all could see the plague of corruption and deprivation he had spread throughout the empire. Justice was no longer a luxury all could afford. Hubert led the empire to ruin, indulging in feasts and debauches, which he paid for with the empire's treasure. From this audacious decadence, numerous sects and agitators were born. Erhog, leader of a death cult, took over the barony of Emenir. If she was not stopped, her influence would surely grow. It would be the death knell for the empire and the High Father.
Now, while you're not required to play the first game, because you get some background here, There are some spoilers from the first game that doesn't translate exactly to the second game. So I'm just not going to spoil them. But I just wanted to get out this way. If you have played the first game, please don't spoil it for everyone else. Okay? Obviously, our Lord's minion's name shall be Lord Gretch Jr. And I think I'm going to read these for the people that don't watch these, but, you know, listen in the background. So, High Priest is saying, "You have arrived at last, my lord. Erhog the Dark and her evil sect controls these lands. The few who dared speak against her have disappeared. Her temple is somewhere in the southeast. You must end this madness." Okay. Let's see what we got. We got a Warrior Lord, and for human race, I think Warrior Lord is just fine and dandy. Wait a minute. You can only have maximum 6 people in the party, so as you can see, you are not controlling huge armies, but each game you start with a few troops that game gives you itself. You can actually hire some if you want. And you start with few healing potions and life potions, which can obviously heal our troops and resurrect them if they die. Also, this determines the path that your units advance, because there are 2 ways you can improve your units in your army, and you will need to improve your units in the army. The first is through experience. And if there is no available higher, you know, prestige class available for your unit, then it just levels up and gets stronger from the base stats for, I think, 10% stronger each time you level up. And if you can, like, upgrade your class, then you have these choices for upgrades, which will upgrade your class significantly. And for now we have choices between Knight and Witch Hunter. And early on, the Witch Hunter, I think, is superior because he gets immunities to mind. While you see that all the other stats, they stay pretty much the same. Even the experience value for them to upgrade stays the same.
Thou asked?
Now, I haven't played this game in a very long time. I actually bought it in winter at GOG with a very greatly reduced price. And it's just kind of have been sitting on my shelf. I have never finished anything but human campaign, but, you know, for the sake of story, I just want to finish the human campaign first. So, what annoys me very greatly is that you have this research window that you have to open every time with F6. Also, my cat is annoying me to no end. I'm probably ruining the atmosphere. Priest can heal any unit but once. Cleric can heal all units. I think I will go with Priest. Actually, which unit requires the least experience level up? Apprentice. Do I actually want an apprentice? He's so squishy. I would rather have an archer. Why do you decide to meow now? You have been quiet all day. Stop meowing. Like, she doesn't want anything, she's just walking around and meowing. What am I supposed to do with her? God damn it, cat.
Thy command.
Now, the maps actually are very small in this game, but what takes up most of your movement points is the fact that every time you fight with someone, it takes off 10% of your movement point total from your hero, from your walking army. Sorry. So a little bit distracted by cat here. As you can see, combat is very, very simple. And I like this little touch that you can kill your units after combat, at least once more. Also, the game is unexpectedly slow. Oh no, I kind of want you to see the animations. I guess that's the fastest I'm going to get. Let's pick up this and see what it is. 3-bar potion. Maybe the game is running slow because I'm playing it in windowed mode, but if you actually want to play the game, I mean not to play the game, but record it, you, at least for my settings, I have to record, my OBS records only windowed games. How much for you to level up? I mean for Archer. We can see it here. 70, yeah, I should upgrade archers first.
Yes?
Many races don't have very strong archers in this game. Represents flames will devour your flesh. No, thank you.
Attack!
Okay, that just missed. As you can see, each unit has an initiative, which determines when the unit is moving. And the placement of units affects where you can actually strike. Like if my unit can attack only in melee range, then if you place it in the middle, it can attack all 3 front squares. If you place it to the side, it can attack the side and the middle square. If you, for example, have a unit like this that uses arrows, it can attack any opponent, because it has extended reach. Now the thing about fighting in this game is you don't have to take all the fights, but you kind of have to take fights you can get to just level up your units. If you play with weak units, you are going to get crushed, because there is a unit cap in your army, obviously. And opponent runs with much units as he can get to. And another message from our High Priest. My lord, many nobles have fled the capital. Erhug and her evil disciples are surely behind this. Be cautious. Potion of speed. As you can see, we can travel down here, even so our hero is actually a flying hero. So that means that while other heroes that are walking have to take boat, that significantly reduces the movement points of the unit, our hero can just fly over it with no reduction in movement point cost. There are very, very little tiny strategic details of this game, but in other ways it's just very, very straightforward. I think this game could actually be ported on mobile phones and would be better than many of the mobile phone games that you actually get now. Like, for example, many of the mobile phone games you can actually play now are either well, at least the free ones are some kind of clicker games or MMO games that just require time to pass to advance into the game, which is just annoying as hell. Now we have secured paths for all of our current army's units to advance. We will probably not need another army, because this map is going to be very, very small. This is actually, the speed it's running now is the normal speed for the game. It runs around this slow if you play it at normal speed.
Attack!
My god, the kittens are fighting now. Also, you don't have to fight all the battles. Sorry guys. That's not it. I'm extremely sorry for that. I'm not living in exactly a silent studio, you know. One kitten can take care of itself and you know, consume solid food. I hope I got it right. And while the other one is still also a kitten, this one is still being fed by the bottle. You know, it's a rescued cat. We just feed them with bottles because they cannot eat solid foods. We give a substitute milk to them. Okay, the conquered city's peasant says, "Thank you for saving your city. Goblins raided our lands and destroyed our crops. I wish to warn you, they are more numerous further south." Now, as you can see, you can only station 2 units in the city. We can upgrade them, but it costs a lot of gold to upgrade cities, and it's better to just... If you have the money, it's better to hire more heroes and station them in the city, because they can walk around and ambush and gain experience by fighting all these, you know, random goblin and other weak unit, you know, guards that actually guard nothing. Also, what I find interesting about the history of this game is that, well, for its time it was quite popular, I think. The game developer and publisher Strategy First is actually not very exceptional at making or even publishing games. This is one of their only titles I could actually call good at, you know, any capacity. Rest are even more mediocre or simply bad. Strategy First most notable games that I can now think of in my mind and suddenly forgot are Bad Rats. I think some of you were not young, but slightly older, or at least in my case have older friends. Now that it's one of the first internet memes. This game is quite bad, not only in the fact that it all centers around mouses just murdering cats, but in the fact that the game is actually quite broken. It's a physics-based puzzle game where physics don't work consistently. That means that if you do orc, Gore! You fell into orc trap! Now you fight me to pass mountains! The writing for this game is sometimes silly. Anyway, the physics game where it's not where the physics are not consistent, that it means that you can do the same action and you will get different results. So it's simply stupid hard to complete, because some of the puzzles require you very specific things. You know, if you don't know Bad Rats, then you can compare it to something like Lemmings. You know, there are special lemmings to get to the other side, In this case, you don't get to the other side, you have to come murder the cat. If you don't believe that the game is memes, then you can just search it up on Steam, Bad Rats. It's... I think... many people still have keys for that game to just give it to their friends as some kind of prank or joke, like, yo dude, you have your birthday, here, have a game of Bad Rats on me. that's actually my favorite. Yeah. And another game that comes to my mind is Sacred. Some people like Sacred very much. I have never played this game, so I can't really speak about it. There was some kind of other game that was quite bad, and I remember that this company has published. But it kind of has passed from my mind at this moment. The good thing about this game is that since it's not very challenging, I can, you know, speak and play with not very much difficulty, as you may have found out in my Wizard Race series. Speaking doesn't always come to me naturally. Now, what was the goal for this mission? As you can see, while our leader was wounded, he regenerates the hit points because he has a 15% regeneration. And now our enemy Duke says, "Leave these lands, humans. Suffering and death awaits all who dare to oppose the legions of the damned." And I say that, and I say to you, screw you. Our Archmage says, "We must not falter, my lord. Be not alarmed, although it seems Urhok is now allied with these demonic beings." And the opponent Duke replies, "You have been warned, mortals. We will scorch the lands and burn your flesh." My voice acting is bad, but whatever. Okay, this ghost has to die because it can paralyze. It has very low hit chance to actually hit the paralyze, but you know. Okay, I think I have my first death in my hand. Yep, this square is definitely going to die. Oh, he lived! The square that lived! My goal right now is just to try and not heal the zombie. Which, with some luck, I can do. Yeah, and I should just strike him down. Okay, our marksman leveled up. So that's good news. Mage, we found Kabbalistic symbols in these ruins. A powerful poison was brewed here recently. I wonder why. Dun dun dun! Play your choice of dramatic music. I think something bad is going to happen. So we have to buy an Archangel. What Archangel is basically a hero unit that can plant roads in places where your cities don't claim the... God damn it. Why am I in such loss for words? Basically, this green, if the ground is green, it means, I mean bright green. If the ground is bright green, that means it's our territory, it's our realm, and all these resource nodes, they generate resources for us, like gold, mana, etc. Okay, those golden archers are a bit too much for us. Can I actually level up my Archangel? Because what I want to do is I want to plant a road. Because I don't think there's a city near this manor node, so you have to pay and plant a road. Okay, which was our city? This is the building menu. Oh no, that's a diplomacy menu. Sure, makes a lot of sense, right? And if you don't buy a mage tower, you cannot research or cast spells. Now we have access to spells. Wait a second. Research spells. And in this scenario we can only research up to level 2 spells. Now, haste is one of the most powerful spells in my opinion, that you can cast as a non-mage character. But it costs 400 mana research, so I will have to put it off.
Thy command.
I have to defeat this goblin.
Attack!
No! I attacked the wrong thing. As you can see, we can just take out the archers easily. And this fact should actually level up 2 or 4 units. Why is my cat insisting to be noisy? What's in the ship? Very pathetic units. Mastered Thug. So I kinda have to attack him.
Yes.
You already did it like 10 minutes ago. Come on, cat. So do I want to attack them? I definitely want to plant the road, but do I want to attack these right now? I kinda have no choice. Let's give him health potion so he can heal himself.
Attack!
Because the nasty thing about Master Thugs is not only do they hit hard, they poison you. You have attack damage of 40, but sometimes it gets higher. Like this instance, we almost killed him. Now we have to use this. I'm going to do it like this. Now I have to heal this guy, but otherwise it will simply kill my priest. And I want my priest to be very, very alive. Like, not alive, but very, very alive. Let's heal Null guy because he will experience most combat.
For thy high father.
Now, planting rods cost gold. I wanted to say cast gold. I cast gold! And use up all of your points. Let's see what the items that we fought for is actually. $50 points of healing. 15% greater chance to hit for 1 day. Well, that might be useful, but the rest is kind of rubbish. And I think I'm going to use this Archangel now to clear trash. And I want to hire a ranger, because you see they are tagged as scouting leaders, and they are tagged as scouting leaders because they have the most movement points of all classes. Now, I don't think for humans specifically they are very great, but because, you know, the Pegasus Knight, which is our fighter leader, I'm going to place them like this, and an acolyte. The good thing about humans, at least the human empire, is that you always get a healing unit. Not all races get the healing unit in this game.
Yes?
And as you can see, the map is very small. We can already see the dark edges from where mysterious birds are arriving. Now what I want to do is actually research a spell. It's a quest log, cast spells, capital screen. I want this as soon as possible. It lets you be so much more flexible. This should be an easy fight.
Attack!
And I think this fight will actually let us heal up. I kind of wish the healer just automatically healed your party, but I guess that would make the warrior bonus that gets 15% of your health healed after each end of the turn kind of useless. Because you know, there are some very easy fights that you will heal your characters anyway. Like this one.
For thy high father.
I smell the foul stench of sulfur. Advance with caution, for the lands ahead are inhabited by demonic beasts. Ogre. My lord, the peasant says that the ogre has concealed an important item in its lair. Some think the treasure was created at the same time as a statue located further northeast. And it kind of shows that statue location that I'll never get. Do I want to fight the ogre? That's the question. With this army.
Yes?
Because this army currently is much stronger. The
For
answer
thy
is
high
no.
father.
Huh?
Let's scout further ahead. I'll definitely try to kill this orc, so I don't have to waste my time for the other. And I don't care too much about this runestone mana.
I'll do my best.
You have 25 damage and you have 14 damage, so in general you should kill this goblin. Now, ideally I want one of my squares to defend, but I don't know which one until the orc attacks, so yeah. And while auto combat is competent enough if you know, have stronger partings than the opponents, you will always win without very much losses, etc. The auto combat sometimes really screws over these encounters. You know, you just defend with one unit and you win, even if it's a little bit battered, but...
Thy command?
I'm listening.
The auto combat would simply lose the unit. And let me tell you, resurrecting things in this game costs very much gold. Like, you can upgrade the entire city up to full if you die with like a tier 3 or tier 4 unit. That's how much it just costs to resurrect it. Okay, can we kill this actually? I think yes.
Billy!
Like, he doesn't hit hard enough for Archangel to actually feel threatened for several turns. And Archangels can heal your units, so if you get a strong unit in front of Archangel, it can actually be quite a good fighter. Fighter Scout is Plant Road. Very useful. But as usual, she can get screwed if your opponent has an archer unit, because she can only heal one person at a time, and now she'll have to heal herself once, at least. I don't know how, but my cat has found a plastic paper somewhere, and I have to confiscate it. I'm sorry for that interruption. Life potion actually very useful, but not for now.
Huh?
The main way how you win combat in these games is, especially the harder encounters, is by just using items on your heroes. You literally just throw items at your heroes. Now, if this unit wasn't dead, this squire could only attack this archer. Now, since he is dead, he can attack anywhere he wants, within his reach. Now let's attack this orc again.
I'll do my best.
And again, it's the defense strategy. Actually, I can kill him now, if I get lucky. Sometimes, you know, you have a chance to hit 80, so it's actually very possible for you to miss crucial strikes. Is there randomness in this game? Now I think here we can buy spells. Blizzard. Source water. Cost 100 rune mana. Sure, why not? I'll buy this spell. Summons rock. Not very useful in my opinion. Now this here is our opponent's capital. And the thing about capitals in this game is that they are basically untakeable. The capitals are untakeable because each capital has this unit. In my case it's Mizrael. Mizrael was sent to as a human empire in their holy quest. He guards the human capital against enemy invaders and never leaving it unprotected. And while it's possible to actually kill this thing, if you have, you know, a little bit trained army, if you attack it with level 1 or level 2 troops, he will just wipe them out in one attack. Like you see, he has damage 250, chance to hit 95, and initiative 90. So basically he goes first, kills everyone in one hit, has very high chance to hit, has very many hit points, and has 90 armor, which means that he has 90 resistance to every physical damage. The only thing that he doesn't resist is various magic attacks. As you can see, he has no immunities in wards. So both you and your opponent are just wasting your time and money attacking each other's capital. Unless, of course, the game requires it. Which is basically a major pain in the ass to execute. Attacks on capital. I hope we can finish this campaign in 1 hour.
Thou ask?
Not the campaign, but at least one mission. Now, I hope I haven't... Oh shit. I want to say I haven't gotten myself in a predicament where, you know, Ogre one-shots one of my units, but it's very possible he one-shots somebody. Because there's a 10% chance for him to hit stronger or weaker than his damage. So he has chance to hit from 143 with just one-shots or Witch Hunter. And now we have a chance to, you know, actually kill him in one chance if we get lucky. I said if we get lucky! And we didn't. Now we can just instant resolve. At least our hero leveled up. And in cases like these, we just do revive and drop a potion. The bad thing about what just happened is that our unit missed out on all this feat experience. And you want your units to be as equally trained as possible, except for your hero. Your hero wants all the experience it can get in this world. Because heroes transfer between scenarios. At least you can choose which heroes and what items, etc. You will see. This fight is just going to be pointless because they cannot out-damage my angel. So we just simply cleared an
I'm ready.
obstacle out of the way. Also, speaking today is very hard, my fellow people. Now, while you cannot take the capital of your enemy, you can harass him in other ways. Like you can see, the capital has resource buildings, and that's where the road planting comes in play again. If you plant a road directly next to buildings, then no matter how much influence, if your opponent has 3 towns that can influence the area, they will never take the building away, because there is a minimum of area you can control each game around your city. So we get an opponent and we get to select new ability. We can increase our leader's movement by 20%, we can carry banners, or we can read magical tomes. I think the banner carrier will be better here. Okay, our high priest is saying us something. The emperor has been poisoned! Corrupt nobles sent by Erhog attempted to assassinate him. He survived the attack, but will soon perish if we don't find an antidote to Erhog's concoction. I wonder if it's not that mysterious cauldron we found in the ruins. This is a stone ring, that's a key. That's kind of a quest key item. Now we cannot see what kind of army enemy has, because we need a thief to spy on this not this race, but you know, on the enemy. I think at some point I will buy a thief. We shall see. Okay, and this is one of the units that can plant roads. As you can see, demon road planting hero can fear your units, which basically means that they will run away from battle, which is very annoying, if I may add. So now our main hero is just not getting any experience, because he will simply flee. Just cause. And I think this is main fighting hero, and since none of our units are damaged, I think I am going to do this, cast a haste, to get another 10 movement points to waste on my opponent.
Attack!
And he is quite hurt. Actually, I think I should do something about this. Can I kill him in one shot? Very unlikely. Let's kill this guy. Let's kill this guy before he gets to defend. So he got to flee, because one of the was defended.
Yes?
What you want?
For thy high father.
I think I can kill this goblin very quickly too. It's always nice to have this protecting unit for your road planting unit to be of some use.
Huh?
Look at that! The cultists have burnt everything in sight. The square is still a little bit damaged. Do I want to actually kill the Torque? Old fort is unexplored. Let's actually do it
I'll do
like
my
this.
best.
And we kind of already know which one the orc will attack. Fuck. You done fucked up, son. course we miss. Why would we not miss? Let's risk it. Let's risk it.
Thy command.
For thy high father.
Now remember, our goal in this mission is not to defeat opposing faction. Our goal is to kill a certain NPC, Erhog the Dark. So we should focus on that.
I'm ready.
So we should really not
I'll do my
let
best.
this guy escape. Can I take this down? City defenses. Spearman, Archer and Squire.
Thy command.
Actually should move my A teams there.
Attack!
I really wish I knew why the game
Attack!
kind of stutters a little bit. Come on, be lucky! No luck. And this game. This fight is very straightforward, we can just instant finish it. Now, the other good thing about cities is... Oh, some kind of mage speaking with us. The Amanir family ruled these lands before Hubert the Lely accused them of heresy. Since then, chaos has spread throughout the realm. I wonder why. The good thing about cities is that they'll heal your units by a certain amount. The bigger the city, the more healing it provides. And also, in cities, if you have a temple building built in your main city, you can, in other cities you can
Thou asked.
heal and resurrect your troops, as well as recruit new
Thou
ones.
asked.
But I rarely recruit troops from cities. Usually the line out that you take with your main hero at the start of the game, with some changes sometimes, is pretty much enough for you to simply win the entire campaign game. Now, I want this spy to simply be dead. But
Thy
before we
command.
do that, let's hire this... I need to build a guild. That's true. To even hire a thief, you need to build this utility building guild, which costs 150 gold. There can only be one unit in Thieves' party, and HRD is max level. So it's pretty much a utility troop.
Better be good.
Now we can infiltrate the spy and we can see everything that happens in enemies, cities, towns, etc. Also,
Thy command.
thieves are really useful for knowing what, like, now it shows that Old Fort is unexplored, but if we have thief, check it out.
Attack!
Yeah, pretty much what I thought will happen. If
I'm
we
listening.
check it out with thief, it shows what is in the
What you want?
ruined treasure building.
I'll do my best.
Also, as you saw, thieves can challenge party leaders, and sometimes leaders are very, very weak. So you can have this possibility to assassinate the party leader without fighting the rest of the army, which can make the fight easier.
Thy command.
So by and large, not a bad unit, but not something I would want to center my lord around. He also has an option without Guildmaster to poison opposing army, which reduces their hit points by a certain percentage, but that is very situational. Now, this is a merchant shop. You can sell and buy items. I think I'll buy a few health potions. As you can see, they are very, very expensive. And you can sell valuables at them
I'm
to earn
listening.
some very cool quick buck.
Huh?
Now, if I don't want my opponent to mess up my plans too badly, I kinda have to patrol
I'll do my
around a bit
best.
and get rid of his troops. Nice. He escapes, not me.
What?
There are two imps in the ruin.
Thou ask?
Wow.
Would I high for?
I'm ready.
I feel like I wasted a turn with my teeth. Imps are simply so weak. Demon sends an ignoble imp on errands of mischief in the realm. He has an initiative of 30, damage of 20, and life expectancy of 0. They basically die from a gust of wind.
I'll do my best.
I think this ruin is actually meant for our opponent to explore.
Don't push me.
No worries, my friend. Okay, as you can see, this is the target city that we have to destroy.
Yes.
And this is one of the roads of opponents. What else? What else do we have around? I just simply want to get as much help as possible before I get to next campaign mission. That's basically what you spend most of the time. Like, I could actually end the mission right now in like 2 or 3 turns. But I just want to get as much possible help as possible. That sounded a little bit weird. What I basically want to say is I want to get as many resources and extra artifacts and experience for my main hero as possible to carry over on the next mission on this campaign. I think if we went straight, I think we could have gotten to Erhog's city in about 1 week. mage is saying us that, milord, the stars tell me that the savior will come to our aid. He will be of royal blood. And remember,
Again? Yes?
the empire has no heir. Devil.
Attack!
I think there was also some kind of demons that could attack at range but took 2 tiles. Ouch, he hurt. Like a lot. That's the drawback of single healing. Well, if I don't have single healing, I usually die to things like this. If I don't have multi-healing, which is what I mean is that you can heal more units than that you can heal more than 1 unit, I just die to heroes or stuff like that that just simply attacks multiple people at once.
Yes?
And I want that life node, Spearman, Thug and Master Thug.
Yes?
Now what, I think that with a little bit of haste we can take the town even though we are injured. And that will be nothing because the town will heal me for extra next
Attack!
turn. Even so it's a very small town. I think I just fucked up. Oh! Okay, I think I will win, but this will be painful. Okay, I think I have to run. Congratulations on your 113 XP.
For thy high
What you want?
Now it will cost me an arm and a leg to resurrect everyone in that party. And since I don't have a Pegasus anymore, I travel very slowly. Why did I go like that? I'm just going to take a town with my ranger. That was a very bad decision from me too.
Huh? Huh? I'll do my best.
You'll just die from a gust of wind. Thank you for liberating us. There was no justice to be found here before you came. I'll follow with Erhog. You are forced to serve her. Ranger, We have found a valuable man in this town. He goes by the name of Wolfgar. He is willing to fight for our cause. So basically we get another ranger. Not bad. It's quite useful.
What you want?
Let's actually outfit him with some troops. I think this will be a suicide ranger that I will use later on.
Yes?
The leader is dead. The leader must be revived before exchanging or dismissing unit. Oh man. 200 revive leader. 200 to revive witch hunter. And 200 to revive the marksman. And stupid amounts of gold to just, you know, keep myself afloat.
Yes?
Also, destroying a road takes our entire movement point. Pool of movement. Pool of movement points. Words are difficult, people. Remember that.
Yes?
For thy high father.
Huh? Again? I'm ready. Yes?
I'm listening.
Huh?
Rest in peace. That's how all thieves usually die.
Huh? Huh? I'll do my best.
So, as you can see, Mermaid is a very, very powerful unit. While its damage is low and it has very low hit points, it has leadership of 5, and its attack can attack everyone and paralyze everyone. And that's why opponent lost to it. And you can, as you saw, we got quite a lot of artifacts from that.
Attack!
Oh, that hurt. Actually, how to defend with this? Lucky roll? No lucky rolls. No lucky rolls involved today. Lucky roll? Did I kill myself again? And now that for a little potion of healing.
For thy high father.
Oh man, I really need to change my decisions.
Huh? I'm ready.
Also, I think I really got unlucky there. An opponent just cast I think damaging spells on my units. Pretty much, yeah. And this is the throwaway hero that we don't very care about. Oh, so that's how you want to play. And we get unlucky. That's how you usually lose your armies in this game. Yeah, let's take pathfinding on this hero because he'll not be in use for very long.
What you want?
We just got another gold mine, and we are going to need that because we just lost our hero yet again.
I'll do my best.
No, you think you are going to get that easier way with murdering my guy? That's not how these things work. Unless you do that. Okay.
I'm listening.
I think I need research another spell. I can certainly afford it. Banner of Protection. That could be useful.
I'm ready.
Now I think we can take this town.
I'll do my best.
Nothing particularly challenging in this fight. As you can see, we didn't even lose many hit points. Spearman. Hubert de Lely, the Emperor's counselor, often visits this city. Why did he not help us against Urhog? The Emperor has abandoned these lands, I fear. And let's take our revenge on this guy.
I'll do my best.
Yes?
I'm ready.
Now what I want to do is give all my items to the other party, which I want to make my main party, even though it has died several times now. Let's research another spell because we are stockpiling mana like crazy. We can cast only one spell. I think this is going to be healing this turn. We didn't heal too much, but it's better than nothing because the monetary cost is going sky high.
For thy high father.
We want to give all of these items to the other party.
What you want?
Now there's not much to do, except level these guys up a little bit.
For thy high father.
So let's do it as quickly as possible. Please drop everything. I sometimes wish I could just transfer all items at once, but this game sadly has not implemented this function. So we need to start taking away resources from
I'm
our
ready.
enemy.
Thy command.
And we can equip all this stuff on our main hero. Banner that gives us some armor and some even more armor, so we have 20 armor on our leader, which effectively makes him a little bit better suited for tanking. And this should be another instant battle.
For thy high father.
Now, the only thing besides collecting the last items on the map that's left for us is stockpiling gold and calling enemy. Like, this is why we still have this ranger to call the enemy.
I'll do my best.
15, 30. I think I'm going to kill you first. I should heal him in case I actually missed the shot. But I'm glad I didn't. Next I should heal this guy because he wants to be left tanking. And you should kill the cultist in one shot. Oh god, that was unlucky.
Attack!
This should be a very easy fight. We can only cast one spell, and the spell in my preferences is always haste. In the final fight I had to research something else. Earth-based attack, water-based attack, lightning, strength, celerity. I think I'll take this.
Thou
For thy
art.
high father.
Huh?
I am very surprised that our spy that we infiltrated very early in the game has still not been executed by the enemy.
Thou art.
Ranger, many peasants have warned us about Atlak's keep. Beware, my lord. It is said the lost souls haunt it. I am not scared from lost souls. But maybe I should be. Maybe I should be. Oh yeah, miss it more. That's what gets me going. At least we can kind of out-heal this last demon. Boots of speed. Oh, I kind of wish I could now wear boots.
For thy high father.
Let's steal this gold mine from the opponent. It will pay itself back in 3 turns.
Huh?
I don't even know what's the point of having only one unit in the city. What is even the point, game?
Yes.
For thy high
I'm
father.
ready.
I will leave this guy to recuperate his wounds. Talking is very hard, people.
What you want?
Thou asked.
And this is the statue. It was mentioned to us earlier. The stone ring of Amanir fits the statue's finger perfectly. Look, my lord, a hidden door has opened. There's an ancient book. Tome of Fire. What does it do? The leader equipped with this item is unaffected by the first fire-based attack on battle. Useful, I guess. Now we have taken everything we can from the enemy. So now we just how to haste ourselves to end this mission.
For thy high father.
I'm ready.
Let's just drop our stuff for party to pick up later.
Huh?
Erhog the Dark, do not be so self-confident. Remember, death is my master. I will serve her well by destroying you. If you are no fool, leave while you can.
Yes?
Your threats do not intimidate me. Transformed lands, 58 hours, 14% enemies. This small patch is 14% of this map, guys. How much until I level up with this dude? Oh my god, so much. I guess I got feared and died a bit too
I'm
many
listening.
last time.
Huh?
A bit too many times, I think.
I'm ready.
Thou asked?
My god, I think this is going on for now 2 hours, and it's just one mission, but this map is so small. I feel like I almost have to cut this video up in pieces. It's just going to be too long to watch in one sitting. So before we attack, let's save the game. This should be the end of our first mission. Now let's attack with the weakest one first. Now our goal here is to kill Erhog or kill the ghost. I think we have to kill the ghost first, because Erhog will just regenerate stupid amounts of health. So basically we are just suiciding our units.
Huh?
Just to be able to kill Erhog, because as you can see she just... this drain life attack, it heals her too. So unless you have some very strong archers, you are just not assassinating her. Oh my god. now we just have to enhance our real squad. I do not possess ability to read scrolls. And let's increase the initiative. Okay, I think I'm ready to take her out. The thing is that you have to kill this. You basically have to kill her in one round. But before we can do that, we have to kill all the other units first. Oh, that hurts. Goodbye, Archer. Goodbye, Dahlia. Oh, the initiative boost actually helped. Okay. And this is how often you have to take out many of the opponent's strongholds. They have all these bullshit mechanics. Like she had two enormous walls that I had to just grind down. So while the game might appear to be hard, it's actually very easy. As Urhag vanished from beneath her crumbling tower, she shouted, "We will meet again, High-Father dogs." The antidote to cure the Emperor Demosthenes was found in the rubble and promptly sent to him. Mission has been completed.
Erhog the Dark was gone, and her death cult annihilated. She disappeared into her temple when it crumbled to ruins. The antidote was brought to the Emperor Demosthenes, but it did not bring him out of his silence. He remained secluded in the tower, becoming darker and more wretched, weakened by the treacherous attack upon his royal person.
Did I say that the narrator for this game is fucking great? And now we can decide which leaders we want to take to our next campaign. And we can take up to 5 items, if I remember correctly. Now I want to take valuables because they actually sell for the gold value that's displayed here. Like the banner of protection might be 10,000 gold, but it actually sells for like 100 gold, while valuables sell for the full price. Silver ring. The gold boost in the early game is usually very, very useful. So orbs are one-use items, so I'm not very big fan of them. Yep.
During the harsh battles against Erhog, corrupted nobles, making sure nobility got their due, looted the Empire's treasure. Many peasants had no food, and the fear of starvation forced them to follow petty agitators who claimed new leadership for the Empire. Soon, Nevendar found itself on the brink of revolution. Hubert de Lely proposed to replenish the Empire's chests with his personal belongings, in exchange for the royal crown, of course. Evidently, many nobles accepted the offer, fearing the loss of their aristocratic privileges. The Empire was then divided. On one side of the schism were the virtuous nobles who remained true to the Emperor Demosthenes. Opposing him, Hubert de Lely, the newly crowned Prince of Opportunism, gathered his renegade forces. The only solution for the Emperor's followers was to seek the help of the mountain clans. Empire emissaries were urged to seek Sluckeridge Darkstone, member of the clan's council and friend of High King Morok Cloudkeeper.
Ranger, our scouts have informed us that a Mountain Clan's diplomat is somewhere upon these lands. He was captured while coming to meet our party. The fate of the Empire is in our hands now. This diplomat, Slockeridge, must be freed. Our enemies have many allies. They will surely try to hinder our efforts. And I think that's enough for this episode. Thank you for watching, guys, and enjoying this memory trip with me, and in many ways just chillaxing with me. See you later.